Stitch flowers.
Good morning.
Hello.
It's
Happy Wednesday.
All right. So this morning we have the Fresh Flowers design,
We do.
which is the Kimberbell Digital Dealer.
Yep.
It's a cute little flower. It's great for it would be cute for like a Mother's Day tote or
Absolutely.
a towel.
I've seen these on towels. I've seen them on like back of jackets.
Yeah.
For people that do like flowers and things
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, it is a darling design.
It'd be cute in like how you can get the double frames.
Mhm.
So you put like the family photo in the one, and then you put this in the other side. That
Yeah.
would be really cute.
It would.
Yep.
Very much so. I love the design. It doesn't fit in my house. Like, I don't
Yeah.
have a place in my house to put it.
Right.
But I've been
Trying to
brainstorming on
figure out
where
where.
can I put this? And it's been a hard placement for me, but I love the design. I love the flower pots.
Mhm.
Um,
They'd be cute on like a jean jacket
it
too.
would be good.
Probably.
I've seen one on the back.
Yeah.
Somebody did it on the back of a jean jacket, and we were just talking. I saw someone who put mylar,
Mhm.
and I loved that. I thought that was really, really cute and added quite a bit. So good morning, Beth. But yeah, I thought that was really cute and
Yeah.
added a little bit of fun,
Yes.
and a little bit of punch to the
Right.
design
Right.
too. So
We did something different this month, right? We cut our pieces ahead
we
of time,
did.
which
We don't
we
normally
don't
do that.
normally do, but there were 2 pieces,
Yep.
and we thought, "What the heck?"
Yeah. So I actually left them on the map
You
so that
did,
I can
yeah.
prove that I did that.
So there we go. There is proof
So
that
for any of you at home wondering what we did, I used my low-tack mat. I did have tape on the pieces when I cut them, though I don't know that I needed it. They were pretty easy cuts. So the pieces are very easily done.
ta-da,
And you obviously have
plenty.
You could easily cut multiples out of your pieces if you wanted to make this more than once with the pieces that we provided.
Mhm.
So we are going to not have to trim in place today.
Right.
So we'll be just placing those right in the hoop.
In the hoop, yeah, and then because we don't have to move the hoop in and out, we went ahead and put our, magnetic hoop in as well, so a little bit different setup for us. The gray fabric, has been starched, and
And
it
it
has,
is
our
usable.
favorite Easy Tee on the back, but you can use your favorite, woven interfacing on the back, and then we have, a cutaway stabilizer, so like not a no-show
The
mesh,
white stuff.
the thicker stuff,
Yep.
all hooped together and in our hoop. And this design should fit in a 5x7 hoop, which it does appear to fit in ours because I don't have any.
It's
I
not
don't have
yelling at us,
I don't have any marks
and we're all
saying.
there. So yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
And everything looks like it's in the hoop pretty well. So I think we're probably ready to get started. You have a very generous piece of material here. You've got a fat quarter if you purchased our kit. So you definitely could make more than one of these and just get that centered-ish in your hoop and you should be good to go. So shall we just start?
I think we should get going.
All
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
So we probably need to put the first color in. I think it's gonna do. I think actually black is the first visible color, but we probably don't want to put black in.
I don't know that we're gonna want that underneath
No,
that.
maybe
So
let's put white in.
okay.
We should be able to kind of see that, but it shouldn't be
Yeah.
too noticeable.
All right.
So we are starting with white. We have ES 015 here, but this is kind of like the soft white.
They call it natural.
Natural, yes.
It's so natural to use it for these things.
And this is going to be that rectangle so that we know where to put our applique piece. I know.
Is that? So the instructions are asking me to place a backing on your applique pieces.
Mhm.
We are using applique backing, so you wouldn't wanna put both on there, but just, FYI, if you're not trimming on your Scan and Cut, you would be putting the Easy T or some sort of fusible backing on your applique pieces as well. So we're just going to line up the, placement line there and, boom, stick that in place.
Yes.
So I generally would skip this next stitch at home. What would you do?
Definitely, I would do the same thing,
Alright,
so I'm
so
going to do that.
the next stitch is a tack down for that. We don't need to because it's already
Already
tacked down.
down.
So we're just gonna jump up, and now we're going to do the same, for our awning fabric, and it's going to give us the placement line, and then, we're gonna place that right in there as well.
And we're using the Baby Lock fusible applique, which is like a sticker. It's kind of like, so it's got a lot of stick on here, which is why we didn't need to get up and go to like the iron and fuse this down. We absolutely can do that. And so depending on what fusible backing you might be using with your project.
So you can see it's literally
Sticks.
sticks.
Yeah.
So, when you fuse it, it has, the paper backing. We've scored that and removed the paper backing off, and now we're sticking, into position here. And
And if you don't get it in the right spot the
it
first
is
time,
repositionable at this point.
yep, you can just kind of pick it back up and reposition it. Perfect.
It almost feels like, I don't know, flannel. It's
Yeah,
like super
it
soft.
is. All right.
Oh,
Now
now we
we
need a different
need
color.
that black color. Yeah. What's the matter, Tony?
Shh. Tony's
We're
listening.
hunting rabbits. It's getting very, very quiet. That was like a Charlie's Angel.
That's what I got. All I got. Better?
That's better. Oh.
I don't generally shoot my rifle. Sorry.
Oh, that was great.
Tell me when
Oh.
he's there again. I'll pull it out. Shoot him. Here comes Tucker. So this is just the stand. So we've got a wheel in the back and a stand in the front. And then we've got a. Are we going?
What color do we want to do the bottom of the cart? Do we want to do like
So they're kind of showing like a coordinating color and then a darker or something color. Do we want to do like those two?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, so that's that one then,
Okay.
I think.
And now we're doing the pole. I think we should use this pretty bronze one for that. What do you think?
I think that's beautiful.
Okay, so now we are using ES 1520. This color
This is a
it
it
doesn't
doesn't
look,
look great on the spool.
yeah.
So here's the spool, and it's just kind of
Yeah.
right? We're both like, eh. Which is gorgeous, and it's a perfect color for a lot of these Kimberbell things. It's almost necessary. So it is in our kit.
It is. All right. So now we are going to do like the poles of
That will be beautiful
awning.
piece.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
And this is kind of a weird order of stitch out,
Yeah, I was thinking the same
but
thing.
so all good, I guess, right?
Yeah, I'm a little stumped. I don't see the open sign being stitched anywhere. I see the letter.
I guess we'll find out.
Just, it's
It's done up there. So I think it's done.
stitched open. Oh, it's
Yeah.
pink.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay, in the picture, it was brown somewhere,
Yeah,
and I was like, "Oh, there."
yeah.
And I'm like, "Where's brown?" I evidently needed more sleep.
Well, our new printer doesn't print very vibrant, so it's a guess. It does print well. All right, and so now we have the part that's going around the cart, and I think we're just going to
Same
stick with
color.
that same color.
Absolutely. Actually, I think
Um, so good morning, everybody. Cindy is asking, what hoop size are we using? So Cindy, we are using the 5x7. This is the dime magnetic hoop, but you can use any 5x7.
yep, or larger, but,
Yeah,
it is always recommended to not overhoop when you don't have to.
it's got like a couple rows of stitching. That's like the bed.
The bed
Yeah,
part looks really nice with that stripe. So I was enjoying sewing on my serger last night.
yeah.
Yes, I don't have a lot of toys for my serger.
Oh, that's a shame.
I, I,
We need to fix that.
I'm like, okay, I need more feet. Okay, I need more thread.
I know.
I have a ton of maxi. I mean, I have a lot of colors.
Yeah,
For what I do with my serger in
right.
general, I have plenty of things.
Yeah, it's
But
the
the extra stuff, I don't
yeah.
have a lot of playing power. I was like, so I did stuff on scraps. I
Mhm.
didn't do
Yeah, just plain.
I
Yeah,
didn't use my fabrics that I took home. I did one, and then I was like, I gotta stop because I can't. This isn't going to go in the final project because I don't have any of the right stuff.
yeah,
So I'm really excited. I think that this is going to be a super cute project,
yes,
and there's so many fun
yeah,
techniques that are going to go into it. I think that, like me, people that don't normally do those things are going to be like, I want to do that
yeah. I hope so.
because. So we have a surgery event coming up, and
Mhm.
it's going to be fun. I'm really looking
I
forward to
think
it.
it's gonna be lots of fun. Yeah.
There we go.
Where you're like, oh, it's small.
I was just like, well,
You never know.
you don't when you're using someone else's cut files.
Yeah.
Um,
Is it gonna be the
is
right
it going
size?
to be, should I have bumped it or,
Right.
and I didn't. I just used the file and it's beautiful. So it's all good. Good to know, right?
Yep.
No, it looks fantastic. But,
Yeah. I definitely don't have as many decorative threads as I used to have. I've gone through a lot, but I have come to the conclusion that a lot of the fun threads that I like to play with, like quilting wise, like the slightly thicker, even like a 40 weight quilting thread or a 30 weight quilting thread, they work really nice in the serger. So you can kind of use
You
them for more than one
right.
thing. Whereas like some of the thicker threads, like pearl crown rayon and stuff like that, you really are only using in your serger unless you're doing some sort of bobbin work play because it won't
It's
go
not going to go through a needle.
anything on your machine. Yeah.
No, but I just kind of thought, well, I don't use my serger anywhere near as much as you do. So I thought, I'll get a little bit of
Yeah.
practice. And I'm like, well, I can't do that. I don't have the right stuff for that. Oh, I can't do that. Nope.
Yeah. Sometimes it's surprise.
So I did some piping and I did a little bit of this. I did a ruffle and I did, the things that I could do with basic stitching. So I did attach a ribbon which we didn't have in there. So
Right.
that was kind of a
Yeah.
something that we didn't really talk about. That would actually be a really cute
Yeah.
thing. And not saying we should add that at this point, but I was like, I could do that.
Yeah.
So, you know, sometimes you just gotta play with what you got.
Yeah. So this is a good question. So good morning. Florence is asking, do I have to have the Brother Scan and Cut for this project? Actually, you do not. All of the Kimberbell projects, they come both ways. So we chose to pre-cut our fabric pieces. And basically what would happen is after we did the placement line, there is a second line that would be there. We're just going to keep the same thread in. The back pulls are going as well.
Yep.
So the placement line, there is a duplicate placement line that comes right after you place your fabric, and that is your tack down and trim line. So you can trim these files right in place if you would like. But you also could cut these on different cutting machines. So we're a brother dealer and we sell scan and cut. So that is why we used our scan and cut for this. But you could definitely cut on a silhouette or a Cricut or any other version of a cutting machine if you wanted to have your pieces pre-cut. But you absolutely can trim in the hoop. And most of the time, if you ever go back and watch any of our other videos, I would say
We generally
99%
trim in the hoop.
of the time we trim in the hoop. Yeah, but we've kind of been on a scan and cut kick the last couple of weeks. So we just thought that we would change it up a little bit. But yes, you absolutely can do that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But no, so
Hopefully that answers your question.
scan and cut's great to have, not mandatory.
Okay, and now we have the base of our flower cart. So do we want to
Go
do dark? Okay. So I am going to put in ES903 as my cart base color, if I can get the thread off the machine. Good morning, Marilyn. All right.
I want to add, Myler. Should I go hunt?
Do you want to hunt? Yeah, I mean,
Go on
it'll
hunt.
take a minute for this to stitch out. So
Gonna go
Lisa's,
hunt?
yeah, gonna go hunting for some mylar for us. Don't forget your mic is on.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. So I have this dark teal that we're gonna put on the base here. Oh. And it definitely stitches better when you hit the threading button before you hit the start button. There we go. So there's a little tiny scalloped edge at the top of this satin stitch, which is really cute. What's that?
In here?
Oh, I think it's this.
Okay.
I keep thinking we should move that.
Well, we should, but we definitely have them.
Yes.
These were loose. I don't know that those are wide enough.
I think they are.
What we do?
I don't know. I came under over. I shredded.
Happens to us too. Look at that, guys.
Might be time for a new needle. It's hard to say when the last time we changed our needle here was. Last time we were having trouble. All right. So let's back up a few stitches.
doesn't.
There we go.
All right, so we'll want to put this down before we stitch the next color.
So Marilyn said she came on late and she can tell we're not decorating a tea towel. Are you making something cute with the gray polka dot fabric? Honestly, we're just following the Kimberbell instructions today. We talked a little bit about other things that you could use this for. You definitely could put it on a tea towel or a jacket, or we talked about maybe just using this in a picture frame, maybe a double picture frame. So if you wanted to give this to somebody, you have the cute little embroidery on one side, and then you have like you or your family on the other side. Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off.
But we're going to add a little bit of mylar to the top, which will give us a little bit more fun stuff. I think this would be cute on a card, actually. Like if you just serged around the outside edge of this and then cut it or serged it to be the size, and then just glued it on the front of a card, it would be an adorable card. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll send my mom one of these for Mother's Day.
Yeah, and Mother's Day is right around the corner. So,
exactly. I got Mother's Day and her birthday coming right up. So
that is very heavy.
It is.
It's pretty.
It is very pretty. Okay.
All right.
And now there's like a decorative stitch going
like
across.
A running stitch that goes through the satin.
Do we want it to be the same color, or do we want it to be an accent color?
Do we want it to be the light color?
We can do the light color, yeah, or white or whatever. Light.
This is going to be our next color.
Yep.
So let's go that route.
So we're going to add ES442. There's just a little texture detail that goes across the bottom of this. It goes right over top of those satin stitches.
This is something that you see in a lot of Kimberbell's designs. It's something that I hadn't seen in very many other designers, but they do quite often. And at first I didn't really like it, so I would skip it a lot. It's grown on me over time. Sometimes I still skip, but I do. It went away, but it's back.
I wonder if it's this hoop. No, wasn't it this hoop that you were using?
Maybe.
Because I think this is the hoop that was returned to us for an issue.
All righty then. Okay. So this is not in the instructions. So we are just going to throw this in there and see. It looks like it will work because there's a nice heavy fill decorative stitch. So we're going to take some mylar and place that right over top of, scooch that down. Why waste all of that? And why waste 2 sheets? Evidently, this is super staticky today. I can't.
Struggle is real.
It won't. It's sticking to me. Excuse me. All right, so we're just going to place that right over top of that, and it's going to just put it underneath the fill stitches. So there's a decorative stitch over some of, it's kind of like the awning stripe, for lack of a better description. So,
and then we'll be able to just
tear away. And it'll just give it a little bit of shine underneath those stitches. And this is the iridescent mylar. So there's no real color to it. It picks up whatever color thread you use. So that's kind of a nice feature of iridescent mylar. It's very multifunctional in that manner. Definitely gives a little more pop. But it makes that fabric underneath not look very pretty at the moment, doesn't it? Doesn't look bad on film, but in front of us, it looks not pretty.
Marilyn is asking, do we need to tape I mean, you can.
Obviously not. So, I mean, if it were going to be a smaller piece, I would have needed to take because it
Yeah.
would have pulled more. This one is wide enough, going this way that it's not an issue. If I had used a tighter fitting piece, I
Mhm.
probably would have needed to tape it because it could have shifted. So Mylar is pretty easy to manipulate with a fill stitch. I just tear and it should pretty much remove itself at those stitch points. I might have to get a little bit
It's gonna do some running stitches around the pieces and around those edges, so we will have an opportunity to peel off a little bit more if we don't. Oh, that actually came out pretty good. Just a little bit here, but I think once we do those final stitches, we'll be able to peel those right off. Do we want to keep the same color in, or
this
do you?
isn't this is
This is the darker
do we
stitch.
want
Or
to
do
go
you want
dark?
darker? Yeah, let's go darker.
All right. Do we have
All right, so now we are going to change to that same color we used for the bottom, which was ES 903.
I usually use tweezers. Can't seem to find any at the moment. And just grab anything that didn't tear like I wanted it to.
Sorry.
No, all good.
It's really nice to have 3 hands.
I know, it's like,
forward.
all this stuff is just happening at the same time.
Oh, everybody at home is so handicapped with just 2.
I
All
think
right.
that looks good. Losing my sweater. What do you think?
Yeah, that's cute.
And then we're gonna go to the wheel.
Yes.
And then the dot in the
Wheel
wheel.
and the dot, yeah.
The wheel and the dot.
Wheel and the dot goes round and round. So
Sure
do we
does.
want that to be like this color? Or do you want it
showing
to
it to be like
that color? Do you want it to be that color?
I don't care.
Okay, then that color it is.
Sounds great.
I don't know if I have the right greens picked out for the flowers, and we probably need something for the flower pots.
We're doing, well, I see you got purple.
It doesn't have to be purple. It could be anything. I was just colors.
This is always a nice,
That's a good green. Yeah.
but so is this one, and it's not quite as bright. That one sometimes is too dark.
Yeah, or maybe these 3, because there's 3 flowers.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like those 3 better.
All right. And pink and light pink. I don't think that's gonna look good.
No, I would agree. Flower pot?
Yeah.
That one or that one? or that with.
That's not gonna.
Yeah,
stand
but
up
that one
enough.
will.
Yeah.
We could do metallic green for one of the leaves. Do you want to put some more wrinkles in there?
Nope. I don't. Nope. 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 All right. So there's one flower.
Maybe what? Do we want a yellow color?
I think we do. I got a 602. And
I have a really bright one. I have a 604.
609.
Oh, I like that one better. Yeah, that's good.
Are they all two color? Well, some of them have different colored centers.
Yeah.
But we can pull from neighboring colors to do the centers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what color do we want our sign to be?
Do
you want to do the sign? Do you want to do a white sign?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
That'll just
pop out a little.
Yep. This is too boring.
Yeah.
It's too much the same as everything else.
All right. So we are slowly getting around this corner here. We're just picking out our two tones. After the live, could you list the colors you use in the description box? So maybe we put a bunch of them away already.
Didn't use this one.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one that's really not here.
Okay. We're not using.
Not using that
one. We've got those three.
I can do light in the middle.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. I like the mylar. It really does give it a little something.
Mm-hmm.
So the big colors that are, in my opinion, what you would need to concern yourself with, because really the flowers, just pick whatever you like.
Yeah.
The brown color that you see here that matches this so nice is the 1520. So that is it's kind of a bronze, and that is what we did for the cart itself.
Yep.
And the light color that we have on the top is 442. And the color we currently have in with that darker teal color, which we're taking out right now, right?
Yep. Because I'm about to do the wheels on the cart.
The wheels on the cart. Ooh, around. Sorry. Is 903. That's the darker color that it's the base of our cart and going around the awning. So those are the three that are the main colors. Everything else are just, we like pink. We like, there's not, we could just grab whatever floats your boat kind of colors. And even with those, you can float your boat colors. But
yeah, absolutely.
Those are, I think, the three main ones.
Yeah. I'm sure it's the hoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that what?
Yeah. And I couldn't reproduce it. So I just put it in the drawer and gave her a new one. Because of course I stitched, but you have to obviously it's in a weird random
it's the direction that it hits. Yeah, I even asked Tony about it, and he was like, I don't know. And then it did do it. Like, never mind. And this is just black.
It is just regular old black.
Regular old black.
So Marilyn is asking if we have time at the end, she would like our impression on the new Bella box.
Okay. I mean, we can always make time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the advantage of being the boss, right?
Right. We could stay live for the rest of the day if we
Right?
really wanted
We
to.
could.
So I don't recommend.
No. It would be pretty boring.
It would be very boring. I'm not sure how we could keep you guys interested for that long.
Right?
So if you are using the pieces and you do want to fuse while your item is in the hoop, we do have these nifty mats now, and we do have some in stock. I have mine somewhere. I've ordered it now 4 times for myself, and I keep selling it instead of taking it home. But what these are, the hoop and press pads, and they fit inside your standard hoop so that you have a flat surface, so that your piece, when you're pressing, doesn't sink in.
Right. So when you flip your hoop over and you press from the back, you have that gap that you need to fill. So that's how you pop your fabric or you stretch your fabric and it's no longer in the right spot. This kind of fills in the space so that you can give it a really good press.
And so if you're using a glitter vinyl in the hoop, or if you are using a pre-cut piece and you do want to permanently fuse it in the hoop, you can use something like that to protect the fabric while it's in there so that it doesn't move.
Yeah, and really, honestly, pressing from the back is really the way to go, because you don't have to worry about transferring anything to the top of your project, because there is nothing worse than that. That is awful. Don't do that.
We're doing white.
White.
Yes.
What are we doing? We forgot already.
It doesn't. It's stuck on something. Usually it just goes so quick. I didn't want to do it. I should just let you do it. You do it so much better than I do. I'll supervise.
Supervise. It's good to be.
So, yeah, this is the sign that's going to be over here. So those are available as individual sizes. So if generally you're in your 5x7 hoop most of the time, and you just want to get the 5x7 size, you can get just the one size if there's a particular one that you want, or you can buy a grouping for your machine brand. So there's ovals or there's rectangles, and then you can buy that grouping. So it's a nice option to protect that fabric while it's in the hoop and still be able to press.
Yeah.
So those are really great. And those just came in. So we've got those in stock now, though we do have the rectangle ones because of our rectangle hoops. But if you are another brand and would like that, we certainly can order those for you as well. Is that covering the brown bag?
Yeah, I think so. All right. So let's see. We have a couple questions here. That's normal. The boxes are really just a suggestion. And if you're used to doing other people's, you get a firmer suggestion.
Yeah, some places they tell you use this color, and you feel like if you don't, you're gonna be like in jail or something.
Yeah, and Marilyn is saying that she loves those mats. They are definitely very nice. And now that you put the Mylar on, can you still adhere the fabrics with an iron? Yes, because you would do it from the back.
From the back.
Not the front. And Cindy, I think that they're happy with the Mylar.
I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, you can kind of see like the glimmer.
Right. It's underneath the stitch points up here. So the 3 awning pieces that have the stitches is where the Mylar is. And it just has a little bit, when the light hits it from underneath the bed of the machine, you can see a little bit of shimmer even right there.
Yeah, that's nice.
It looks sharp.
Okay, now for the infamous open.
All right, here we go. There we go. A little slower. Did you see somebody had a video and they installed a little thread cutter right there?
Yeah,
Did you see
I
that?
did.
It's actually not a bad idea.
It isn't. And then this morning on, I don't know, I think I was on Instagram. I saw somebody with,
Yep.
okay. I'm like, I'm either having flashing lights right now or the lights are actually
No, they're flashing.
Okay. We can't be sharing a shared delusion.
No, not a shared. We're both seeing things.
Someone
The
had,
lights are flickering. In case you guys are wondering what on earth we're muttering about over here.
someone was using a quick change screw. Apparently, you can buy these push needle or not needle screws, but foot screws on like Amazon. So you push it in and it releases, so your foot will come out. And I was like, oh, so they were using it on like my accomplished version machine, but now I'm wondering if that is that available for other machines. So this afternoon we're gonna have to investigate that because I'm in the car. I'm like, oh, I hate that screw. Dave's like, what? I'm like, mind your own business. And then a bunch of people were piping up saying that they had used them on their machine as well. So I was in a bag making Facebook group. So there's lots of people with like the accomplished type machines in there. And then some other people were piping in saying they were using it on their machines too. And I was like, it's really neat. So
this is just stitching the words fresh flowers.
So Marilyn's question is, are you able to use the magnetic hoop if you are doing trim and stitch, or is it better to use your machine hoop since you will be taking it on and off? I think it is more about your comfort level, really, than what's right or wrong. Our machines, you do push and pull to take it off, but you shouldn't be pushing and pulling on the actual hoop piece itself, no matter what hoop you have in. You should be grabbing
to grab at the
at
side
the
over
slide.
here. Whether that's what you actually do or not, that really is going to come down to the question of whether you're going to successfully be sliding your hoop in and out of the machine.
Right.
If you grab from here and pull, you probably don't want to use a magnetic hoop if you're going to be moving the machine and the hoop in and out of the machine.
Right.
Because you will end up sliding your project.
Yeah.
If you pull from the side, you shouldn't have any issues unless you drop it or you bump it or those kinds of things. But in theory, if you are pushing and pulling at the appropriate point, it shouldn't move at all because that magnet is strong enough to not shift on its own unless you're moving it.
Yep.
So I know you pretty much use it exclusively almost to that point.
I would say the only time that I don't use my magnetic hoop would be if I put a bunch of different applique pieces in the hoop in varying different places. So if it's not just a single design, like if I put like 6
and you're going to have to be fumbling it through.
Right, because oftentimes, and that's the case, I'm a little close to the edge of my hoop, so I don't I can
mess
up the edge if I'm working that close. But on something like this, I would totally trim and place on this because I'm far enough away from the edges that I don't have to worry about my hand being the thing that actually slides my hoop around. All right, so we are on the far left. All right, so we are using ES990, and this is the first green leaf for one of the flowers.
Sorry. So we're now stitching the flowers that are going to be in pots.
Yep.
And part of the reason we decided to go ahead and try the standing cut is this is 36 minutes of stitch time. And by the time you add in trimming and changing threads, we knew that this was going to be a longer stitch. So we thought,
Yeah, it's just 2.
it's a little bit of time that we can save to get y'all on your day a little bit quicker. So I thought this was a butterfly.
Oh, is that why you were looking so
I
weird?
was like, what on earth are we stitching?
Yep. Yep, you definitely had a what are we doing?
I was
Look.
very confused for a sec. I was like, I don't get it. This is the center greenery, and this is number 1619. And there is no chart or anything that we just picked out colors we liked. Do we need these again?
Only if I'm gonna write
Gotcha.
those down. Okay, and this one is ES988, so we're kind of like a medium dark green. You could obviously do all 3 of these in the same color too. It doesn't have to be all 3 different colors. Just because there's a color stop
Doesn't mean you have to use it.
Iced coffee today.
Now that not music really over here.
You need me to pass it to you?
No, I might, have.
But
And they not sure. I think I need to up my allergy meds or something. What is going on?
all right, now we have the 3 flower pots, and we're going to use ES 1713, so 1713. This is the dark silver. Good catch.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice to have a short hair catch some things. Sometimes it could just don't want it to catch food and
True.
things, but sometimes it's handy. Whoop. No, you go.
When I was messing around with the serger, I dropped the needle. I almost closed my legs to catch it. Like when you, I was so close. I was like, oh, don't do that.
So we should show your sample before we. And I have the center of that stitched. We should show that. And there was something else I was going to do or say we should talk about, but I don't remember. So let's just do those before we log off today.
Okay, yeah, and we can talk about them again this afternoon a little bit.
We sometimes get different people at them, so.
We can move the thread.
Oh no, it's fine.
Okay.
I figured we just once we switch back to the. I was just gonna. So since we're still stitching and we're gonna be stitching for a minute, This is the type of iron that you would use with that little pad because it fits in the hoop. So I got the cord all wrapped around it, but it's got a nice large plate, which means you get a really nice adherence and a nice large pad of, not a lot of holes. Even when you use your large iron, a lot of times you get cold spots because you have so many different steam holes in the bottom of those. So we do generally have these. I don't think we have any right at the moment, but if you are looking to do something with one of those wool mats, this is the kind of iron that we would recommend that you use with that. There are other mini irons out there for sure, but this is what I use most of the time. I do have my mini Aliso.
Yeah,
it works well with that as well.
It's a little bit bigger.
It's a little bit larger. So, and now that I brought this one is mine. I don't have this one at home. That's the one I'm using at home, but there's the decorative lines.
Do you want to go back to black?
Oh, I'm twitchy. Yeah. I just do even want
for white.
Just throw that in there.
Yeah.
Or either one, white or black, I would say. Oh my
God. So it's going to do an outline around the outside of it, so maybe black.
Okay.
It's going to do the whole thing, not just around, so this will make it stick out a little bit better.
Yep. So there is an edge to outlining edge and just a little decorative
like
stripe at the top of the pots. So we're just going to put standard black in to do that little edging. It's better in white.
Yeah. The white would have been fine for just the stripe, but I don't know that it would have.
Yeah, you could also use like a really dark gray or something like that. That would look nice too. And then I think we're going to get into the flowers because there's nothing left.
Yeah.
So we're going to start on the left, the back flower details. So are we going in this?
Yeah, that looks
all right.
Good.
So pink next. Okay.
So lighter pink, dark
pink,
accent,
dark center, and then there's a center piece that we can grab from something.
Okay. So the first part of our first flower, we have ES376. This is like a really pale pink.
This is really pretty. This got added into our numbers with the Oh So Delightful and those fabrics. It also goes very nicely with one of the solids from the last solid.
Oh yeah, because it's really peachy.
It's got that tone to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, last night, by the time I got home, I actually had like a rash on my forehead, my cheeks. I'm like, what on earth?
Yeah.
I have no idea. But I was consciously scratching my face. I mean, I was.
Yeah. So hot.
Oh. Yes, you are. I'm comfortable, which makes sense.
Yep.
Yep. My temperature is comfortable. We'll put it that way.
Right. I knew what you meant.
So what did you and Shirley end up? Did you guys figure out a couching?
So she is going to, when she goes down there, she's gonna see how Steph likes couching, regular couching a little bit. If she really likes it, she said she'd invest in that foot for her. I really think it will be just fine because it's got the 3 positions.
As long as you can get your hits it right, then you're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, you could fish as long as you were using yarn that's thin enough, it should not be a problem.
So that was the outer back portion of that left flower.
Now we have ES 305, which is like the texture detail in the petals.
And then in the next one,
David and I went for a walk when we got home yesterday.
Looks like the dark is first.
Yeah. Okay.
So you want to go purple?
Yeah.
And that's the center of this
that
one.
Okay.
And then,
that works. There is like a family of bald eagles that's living across the street from us. There were 6 yesterday. Just they must have been out like hunting for a mouse or mom's dinner time, because they were coming so close to the road, and we were just laughing because we can certainly remember when that was an unusual sighting. Like when we thought we would never be able to see bald eagles out in the the real world. And Dave's like, that's because they all live in Grass Lake.
So this is the center of the left flower.
And ES 1324 is what we picked.
So just a really nice purple. It's the darker of the 2 purples we're going to be using. So it's the center of the left flower, and then it's going to be the base of the center flower. Because we like pink and purple. So again, no color change. That looks pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And the center of Oh So Delightful is all completed, and that thread chart for any of you who do have the Stitching and Style thread kit has been posted, so you can pull that up. I haven't gone in and added that though. Make sure I do that when we
add those. Yes,
I got to add those numbers in. I think I'm about to lose this.
I think you are. Yeah.
Yep. Maybe I should go get some super glue and shove that in there before I catch it on every thread and random thing in the store today.
Yeah, pocket
and hair. That's my favorite. And then I have like. I don't like those R's. It needs a tail down here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fonts that do that. I always skip over those. I don't like those. Olo.
You want to say hi?
We're over there.
Hi.
There's Tucker.
Hey, over there. She's like, there's a. Just put your head underneath there.
That would be funny, except that it's not a live camera right now. That would be the funniest part. If she would do it for nothing because it's not live. Well, there's very little light purple going to be first. It's just a little ring in the middle.
I see that. That's quite a bit.
It's more than it looks like
There's
on here.
a lot of stitching in that little space.
There is.
And
they do that on their flowers.
Yeah.
I've noticed that before.
ES 379. Kind of like a cornflower blue.
It looks good with it.
It does.
Okay, that's not as bad as it looks on screen.
And then we have lighter
Yellow.
or the darker. Do we want to go back to the pink in the center there, or do we want to follow and do yellow and yellow? It looks like it does the darker first, right? Yeah, dark light. Okay, so let's do dark yellow for this center, and then we'll do dark yellow for the next flower.
And then we'll go back and put
a lighter color
pink in the center here.
Yeah. Yeah, that worked. And then we kind of rotated through them. Yep. So this is ES609. It's kind of like maybe a sunflower gold, a deep yellow. Should be pretty.
Are you looking for something?
Just looking.
Just looking to clean things? Kathy was keeping it. Once she finally grasped what we were doing in the kits, she was like, I get it. But man.
Yeah, it's hard to get in here with us sometimes.
We're in our own little world some days, aren't we?
We are. It's a lot of stitching there.
Yes, there is. This one's not going to be the better.
No. But we are rounding out to the last little bits of this design. So I think this is the last, right? Just this flower? Is there anything else?
So. No.
Yeah?
Nope. This is it. And it says to trim that to fit an 8x10 and pop it in a frame is the instructions. A lot of stitches. Are we just going to be over by your desk again this afternoon? Yeah.
Is that good? Because then it'll be easy for you to do.
That is what we said last week, right? That we would craft it cut.
Do you want to do something different?
Oh, I just.
Yeah, we said craft it cut, and then we were going to talk about like how you can save SVG files and like maybe dye and brother to show.
I knew there was something else. I was like, what was the other thing?
Yeah. And that feels maybe like it might have been unnecessary.
It does make the flower look better, but wow. Okay.
So, all right. So now we're going to our lighter yellow, which is ES602.
I love this color.
It's a really pretty color.
Maybe we ought to do it the other way. But that's okay. Really like 602 though. I like both of these colors. I use them both a lot, but for different things, of course. But I like 602. It's one of my favorite yellows. Yellows are hard. A lot of stitches.
Yep. And then, do you want to go to dark pink in the center of that, or like
whichever one you want? I'm ambivalent on pink.
I think dark pink. It's so tiny.
Just a little speck.
All right, and last but not least, ES5, you're going back into the dark pink from the first flower for the center.
The entire roof, and that's what went down. Oh my.
There we go. We are finished with this design. It is super cute. And I will do my best to get some thread colors posted up into this.
I can put them
a little
all
bit
over here,
later.
and we
Yeah.
can zoom in on them, and they can take a screenshot if they
Oh, yeah,
have
we
the
can do that.
ability, so that'll get them going before we get to that point.
Yep. So these. There we go. All right, she's getting those prepared. I don't know. We can't see the numbers
Yeah, that's.
yet. Can we zoom in more? Or we at the... No, that's probably it. So I'll do numbers later. No big deal.
So that is
Those are the colors.
the colors that we used. If you want to just take a screenshot of that, and then you can zoom in on your own. That is everything that we put into this. We will add them. Just if you're
itching
to do it this moment, there you go. We just wanted to show you real quick a couple of things. So we do have Serger class coming up. This is one of the 2 kit options, and this is what the sample is going to basically be. It's intended to be the front of a bench pillow. We're going to have a multitude, as you can maybe tell, of different techniques. We've got quilting, ruffling, we've got flat locks, we've got pin tucks, we've got rolled hems, gathers, all kinds of different things that we're going to blend in to make this adorable piece here. It could be used as a wall hanging, I suppose, if you had nowhere else but a table runner. You could piece it down to be a smaller pillow if that is what works for you. But it is sized and intended to be a bench pillow is how we did that.
It'll fit the Kimberbell.
The Kimberbell bench pillow. And then the threadless I did post for the colors that I used for the center of the So Happy quilt wall hanging of It's So Delightful. And I've got that up on the site. I will make sure that all of those colors are added into your retail if you are in our thread club, if you would like to. So those are
already have them in your stash.
Yep. So there was definitely some new colors because that had some very different color schemes in that fabric.
Yep.
So there were some that got added in for sure. So that's what we've got today.
And Marilyn asked about the Bella box.
The Bella box. The Bella box.
Yeah, the Bella box. I'm probably more excited than you because it's a little more like
your house
theme
than my house
theme. I kind of like the farmhouse style, so I like the barn and
I love the barn quilt. I love actually the barn stitch out itself.
Yes.
It doesn't necessarily fit in my house, but I really liked that design. And I actually hail from a farming family.
Yeah.
So, there I'm like, oh, I could make that for my aunts or, those kinds of things. So I really loved, I thought they did a nice job. I think it was a bonus design, the stack. I thought that was darling.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it in other shapes, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
But I thought that one was absolutely darling. I loved the flag with the picture
Mhm.
with the flowers coming out. I thought that was really, really cute.
Yeah,
So
I mean, Kimberbell always does such a nice job in, putting together something that kind of, is in an, I don't know, maybe like a it's kind of a niche area, and they kind of keep moving from different
right,
areas to try to appeal to, a variety of people. I'm excited for my Bella box to come. I think I like this one more than I like the family one, from the previous one that is literally still in the box that I haven't done. The So Local, design for the totes are very cute. I definitely think I'll do the sewing tea version versus, like, the fruits and vegetable thing
mhm,
version. I mean, we have a farmer's market in our town that is, very popular, so, I mean, it will totally fit right in there, but I think they did a really nice job. I'm anxious, those totes are coming,
right.
so,
They have some new blanks, which I'm always excited to see new
yeah.
blanks. I liked that color of canvas. I
Mhm,
thought that was nice.
mhm.
The canvas color,
Right.
canvas tote, has always been a little
Yeah.
uh, simple,
Yeah.
for so I love the gray.
Mhm.
I'm excited that there's going to be another option for that.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, we have 2 new leather colors coming
we
out,
do the camel
the
and
camel and the green?
green, I think it's
Mhm.
green.
This one, so
And there's the adorable apron that's in the
mhm. Yeah,
sunshine
lemon,
clasp. It's got the yellow
yellow
stripe.
stripe.
That is coming as a
Right,
purchasable option
right, which I don't think is in the Bella box that they showed,
that
um,
you could put
put the I think that's what
designs.
the barn was on, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
So if you are in Spoonful of Sunshine, that apron is
Mhm.
in
That
that,
blank is coming.
and that blank is going to be available for purchase separately
Mhm.
here next
I
week, 2
um,
weeks. I
the
don't know, it's coming soon.
I feel like those are next month.
Is it next month? I can't
Right.
remember.
I think they're
So
May.
many emails
I
I've read.
I think
I
that
can't
they're May
remember.
because April is the leather.
April's the leather.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
It's coming shortly,
yeah,
but,
yeah.
very, very cute as an option there. Um, there are a couple of those kits that are not many, but there
Mhm.
are, like, a couple kits
Yeah,
left. If you are still wanting one of those, we do have a couple. But those it's a darling apron.
yeah,
I like it better than the
yeah, and
yellow.
it's got pockets and it's they did
Well,
something
we make pockets.
right, well, that's what I meant, so because it's so dang long.
Yeah, you have to be, 8 feet tall for it to fit you if it's right
Right.
out of the package, but, we'll we'll
Yeah,
we add a lot to it this time around, so
yeah,
it's very, very cute, but,
but
I
that
thought if you wanna switch this real
yeah,
quick, you can see that Mylar a little closer, um,
yeah, you can see it really good. There you go, see that shimmer
so that's the
underneath
Mylar
those
that he
stitches.
added in
Yeah,
there, so, it definitely adds some pop in there for sure. For sure.
absolutely. So that's it for this month's digital dealer.
Yes.
If you don't already have the design and you want it, you can purchase them, following the links in the description of this, video.
Absolutely.
Kits are super cheap this month.
Yeah,
It's $5.
$5. Yeah.
It's a fat quarter and a couple pieces of fabric. So, you know, you don't need any embellishments this month. So, you can certainly probably sew this from your stash if you,
Yeah, and the
want to make some
Mylars,
use.
if you only need a scrap of Mylar,
Right,
so
which
if
you
you wanted to add that in,
yeah,
that's not part of the kit, just for clarification, that was something that I saw somewhere and I was like, "That is really cute."
yep.
So we just added that, so you guys can see some options,
Mhm.
so.
Yeah, absolutely. So, this afternoon,
We
we'll
are
be
going
live
to, at
talking
3:30,
yep,
and we're going to be talking cut files
mhm,
and creating cut files and
files,
some ways that you can do that, in software, purchasable software
software.
today.
Mhm,
Last week, we talked about the free stuff, and what is available from Canvas Workspace
mhm,
and how to use those. This week, we'll be talking about Craft and Cut and then how to export, out of, like, Floriani or Dime, um,
mhm. Yep.
as well. So that is today.
All right.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Bye, guys.